It's market day. Market day, market day, market day. Today is October 12th. We're heading down to Knox, PA for the Witches and Brews today. I have stuff down in the store. It's Farmhouse Antiques in Knox. Farmhouse Antiques and Rusty Stuff in Knox, PA. They're hosting this Witches and Brews event on their property for, Halloween's coming up. So we're going to see how it goes. The last time we did Moms and Margaritas there, it did not do great. But let's hope for a good day. I'll check out when I'm there. What a beautiful day we're having. We have vendors and people. Here's the front of my booth. So I have my fancy new sign and my mannequin and my banner, my sweater. I do have mystery boxes today. They are $15. Dish scrubbies, pot holders. And then this is my display inside this time. So I'm going to try putting my hats and stuff in these baskets and see how that works. Oversized cowls, crop tops. My back wall. I am very low on toy inventory this time, but we did try. Last week we killed it at Apple Fest, so like all of these little kitties and the tiny chickens and the leggy frogs and these Martha chickens, those are all new things this week. We have hanging towels, we have some purses, and it's a beautiful day. Look at how pretty it is. I'll check in later. I have already made one sale, so at least that's nice. And I'm not real sure what time it is. So with these pictures, I just wanted to show you what my booth looked like inside the store. This is my everyday setup, on an old bookshelf right across from the register. So this was my drop-off.
My personal space.
All right, this is what we got left. We sold some hanging towels. Did not sell any peens.
So this is the longest
I made 2 ghosts, 4 spiders, sold a mushy, and an octo. I think we sold a chicken, maybe. I threw these in here. We have a bunch of things in the mystery boxes. Sold a couple tiny chickens. Sold a couple little cats. But this is still all the same. Crop tops, crop tops. We did sell an ear warmer for adults and a baby hat. But otherwise, nothing up here and nothing out here. So everybody's starting to pack up. It's about an hour early, but it really died off recently. So I will get better numbers later. Okay, hey guys, it is February 18th at 11:46 p.m. I'm currently on a Zoom chat, Discord, lounge chat, whatever, with my friends. If you hear any noise in the background, that would be that. But I need to do a market breakdown video for 2 events that happened in October. We had the Witches and Brews, like craft show type thing that happened on October 12th. And then I believe the following weekend was the Cash Craft Show. We had the Connect 55 plus residential home craft show. It was Saturday and Sunday. So we're going to go ahead and start with Witches and Brews. We were down in Knox, PA. We were there for just the one day on October 12th from 10 until 5 p.m. There was no vendor fee because I'm a vendor in their store that's there. I don't make a lot of money each month, but it adds up little by little. And during the day, the food choices were slim, realistically. So we ended up spending $22 in food because they
had an expensive food vendor. But let me just break down what sold and for how much. I sold 2 mini loaf cats for $15 each. I sold 4 tiny chickens for $10 each. I sold 1 hanging towel for $8. It would be a flower towel that like hangs over the oven door. That was my friend Karen's. Then I sold a pretty big pink spider designed by my friend Haley. It sold for $25. I sold a gnome hanging towel for $10. That was my friend Karen's as well. I sold a baby hat for $15, which I feel like was also Karen's. I think that was her owl towel now, or her owl hat now that I think about it. I sold an extra large mini mushroom, a peen, for $25. And I sold an adult ear warmer for $10. It was unusually warm that day. It was unusually warm all of October. Mildly distracted. I sold 12 items for a total of $163 that day. 25 of that was in card payments. 138 of that was in cash. So I collected about $1.50 in taxes. And my square fees were $1.45. Then my food, the money that I spent on food was $22. So I spent a total of $23.45, which means that I profited in the long run $141.05 at this event. My average sale was about $13.58, and with 11 hours worked with this, and that includes setup time, teardown time, and it usually includes drive time there and from as well. So it ended up breaking down to about $14.82 per hour. So this was not a really, like, it wasn't a good event for me. You know, I did that $141. It was well spent. It did go back into the business in one way or another, or it helped pay groceries or gas or whatever. But sometimes it's not worth it to me to go out and set up my full outdoor display and be there for a whole day for under like $300, just because it's a lot of effort. But at the same time, like, I stepped away from a nearly full-time job as a CNA where I was making $14 an hour to do this. So part of my personal requirements are that, you know, my events that I'm working, I need to be making well above $14 an hour on the regular. So I know what I charge for things based on an hourly wage, which is usually $15 to $20 an hour, on top of a profit margin and all of that. But my hourly wage for the day of needs to be well above $14 an hour as well. So, yeah, so the Knox event, there are going to be some pictures. There's going to be a little bit of a video. I'm going to try to add in pictures and pattern designer for the patterns that I did sell, except for the hanging towels, because I don't usually have pictures for those because they're not my product, it's my friend's. Now, our arrangement she is a local crocheter that I met at a coffee shop. She's super nice, super friendly. She usually makes and sells on Facebook Marketplace, but it just was not working for her towards the end of last year. So I offered to sell some of her stuff out of my booth, essentially on consignment. So I charge the things what I feel that they're valued at, which is usually double or triple what she would price it at. And then I keep 25% of commission for selling it, and for holding on to it and, you know, transporting it and stuff like that. So that was Knox. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the clips and stuff for cash. And I will meet you back here in a few. So, bye.
So here's my before. Looks hot mess.
Any Shrek movie's good.
Alright, let's see what we got going on.
Fingerless gloves for the freezer.
Hello.
I know. I thought that was too. Those are so cute. Harley.
Thank you. I wanted to pop on because I'm finally all set up. I'm here at Conneaut Area Senior High. It used to be Conneaut Lake High School. That's where I graduated. Now it is Cache High School. We're in Linesville, PA, is where we're at. But anyways, I'm hopping on because I'm super excited because I'm sitting here setting up and this girl comes into my booth and she looks at me and she's like, wait a minute. Why does this look familiar? Why do you look familiar? Oh my god, do I know you from YouTube? Are you on YouTube? Like, yes. So I had my very first person recognize me from YouTube today, and we had a great conversation, and like we're band geeks, and she's also a crocheter, and you know, her name is Abby, so I'm gonna post a picture, and she was super, super sweet, so I'm so excited. We're gonna do a walk around, see what's going on. This is my friend Tracy. Oh my gosh, look at those dolls. Hi. Got baked goods. Hello. All the gnomes. Hi. Hello. Oh my gosh, it's so big.
I know, it's a cute Ariel.
It's adorable and ginormous.
Right? That's a goblin.
I know.
That
I
one's my
recognize this
favorite.
pattern. This one's new.
Really?
Yes. Oh,
I
here.
wasn't the one who made these.
No,
My
I
friend
know.
made them.
Abby was over in my booth earlier.
Oh.
So cute.
Right?
Oh, the little thing. I have this pattern. I haven't worked it up yet.
Well, that's how it looks.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Right?
Aw, I love them all and the little kitty.
I know, that one's my favorite, the little black cat.
Yeah, the embroidered eyes are super cute too, so it's very awesome. Hi. Hello, hello. Hi. These are so cute. Hello, Mother. YouTube, this is my mom. Say hi, Mom. You're so thrilled. Like, please don't put me on the internet. We have to look. Yeah. Ooh. Coffee is cheaper than therapy. Yes. Yes. So true. Nice, nice. Going on a vacation. Hi. Good morning. Very festive. I like it. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
So it's all good.
So you sell online, right? Do you sell online?
I have a Facebook page. I haven't done a whole lot lately, but yeah.
That's okay. All my yarny friends. My local yarn dyer and spinner, or just dyer? Okay. Look at how beautiful. Look at how pretty. Ravel and Bloom. Let's see. Of course. I have a YouTube channel now. So, it's actually kind of really cool. The crocheter that's in the corner, she recognized me from YouTube. She's like, I'm talking to a celebrity. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. But I'm so excited.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm like, she's like, I could never. It's like, well, do you watch this person and this person and this person? She's like, yeah. It's like, you need to join this person's Patreon. Like, then you can talk to all of us on the Zoom all the time. Like, we do, literally, we get in the Discord. There, you can video chat on the Discord. We're in there every freaking day.
Oh, that's awesome.
And, like, there are multiple of us who have YouTube channels. So, like, you get to know them. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
They're crochet famous.
Yeah.
I know famous people. Like, what? It's so cool.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Yeah, I know. I have like, yeah, you have your people like your pattern writers and everything that you just like adore.
Yeah, and like I would probably react the same way, but my YouTube channel doesn't even have 1,000 people on it yet.
Then
Like,
it's like, oh yeah, they're people too.
yeah, they are. Like, I went on a crochet retreat with them this year,
Oh, cool.
and like, they're just as silly as the rest of us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, that's okay. They're still super cute.
Thank you.
They're very adorable. I just wanted to pop in because we're having some internet issues today. We're connected to the internet, but it's not like working right. So I can't communicate in Discord. I can't communicate on Instagram. I can't go live here on YouTube. So for that, I apologize, and I will see you in the next one on live, I guess. But hope you enjoy what we have going on. I've literally made one sale today, and it is dead. Dead as a doornail. Yay.
Okay, so I'm back. Hello. It's actually 12:10 after midnight right now. I definitely filmed these breakdowns out of order. This video will now be a little bit longer because I didn't actually write down a breakdown for my cash event, which you will be seeing, like you, I think, would have just seen in that last little bit. Pictures, videos, all that stuff. But I didn't bother writing down a breakdown because this event went so badly. So Witches and Brews was on October 12th. This event was at Cash, which is my alma mater. It's Conneaut Area Senior High. When I went to school here, it was Conneaut Lake High School and Linesville High School, Conneaut Valley High School. So it was hosted at the main high school, which was Linesville. I paid like $25 to be at this event. So I paid quite a bit. Coincidentally, as I'm talking about my alma mater and whatnot, my music teacher, Mr. Ralph Edged, may he rest in peace, and his wife, Sue, have just popped up from my wedding pictures on the background of my computer. So, shout out to Ralph. He, I couldn't have made it through high school without that man, honestly. So, I'm sad that he's gone. I'm sad that there are kids who will not get to experience him. But how funny that he hops up as I'm getting ready to talk about how shitty the show was at this school. Which I believe was for their music boosters. Yeah, I paid like $25 to be at this event. I got there. They did not have a space for me, so they had to find a space for me. They were going to have me set up, because they're supposed to be 10 by 10 spaces. They were going to have me set up just inside the door to enter. And then as I was getting ready to bring stuff in, they changed me again, and they put me in the main room with everybody else, which is fine. But they moved somebody else for me to be there because there was another spot inside that they wanted to put me in, which would have blocked off the doors to get in there. And I kept trying to tell them that, and they didn't understand. But ultimately, it left me with a spot right behind my mother. This was another show that I did with my mom, which was kind of cool. Neither of us did well, though. I literally sold 3 things at this one-day event. I sold 3 tiny chickens. That's it. 3 tiny chickens. So I made $30. And in expenses and stuff, I spent $25. So I profited a whole $5 at this event. I literally profited a whole $5 from this event, if that, because realistically, I spent about $16 in gas to go to and from. This event also lasted 8 hours for me to, drive in, set up, do the show, tear down, drive home. So it breaks down to about $3.75 an hour. So this show sucked. Absolutely sucked. The organizer, she seemed really, really sweet, but she did not seem like she knew what she was doing. To the extent that at one point I went to try to find her to resolve like where I'm supposed to be setting up realistically. And she was kind of having a bit of a breakdown. She was crying. She was lashing out at people who were trying to help her. It was a kind of a very uncomfortable situation realistically. I understand, running a craft show it's difficult, and if it's not running smoothly the day of, it can really be overwhelming. So I can understand that. But at the same time, by the end of it, we're all trying to tear down and get our stuff out to our vehicles, and they had people there who were willing to help us tear down. Well, I was trying, I had loaded some stuff up onto this, fold out bookshelf that I have to set up on, and to roll the shelf out because it was on wheels. However, it's not the best made. So I was trying to be super gentle on pushing it out, and then this guy come in trying to help, and it felt very much like I was being pushed out the door. And the man who was pushing it, he literally pushed the bookshelf. We got it down onto the road to push it across to the van, and he pushed it so hard that it actually broke one of my wheels off entirely. So now my bookshelf is no longer usable on wheels, which really frustrates me. And I was not willing to deal with reaching out to them and hey, one of your helpers, volunteers, staff, whatever you want to call them, really damaged one of my pieces of display. I could have asked for a refund based on that, but I did not. I wasn't going to take back from the department at the school that we were fundraising for. Sometimes it's, especially if you're fundraising for an event, it's important. It's important to give back to that, even if you don't make the best money. So this cash craft show sucked. I will not do it again. That being said, that's it. That's it for this one. I'm going to cut here. You're going to see videos and stuff of the next show, which is the Connect 55 Plus show on October 26th and 27th. And then I'll give you the breakdown for that. And then I believe that I will give you a breakdown for the whole month. So I'll check back later. Bye.
Here's my booth today.
Marie? Yeah. Yep, as soon as I can get over there.
Turbo.
Right?
We have Barb down there. Bake sale. Lots of vendors.
I don't know nothing about it, but yeah, she's it's called Norway.
We're gonna kind of walk around. We have a noodle bar today, which is fun. Hi. Hello. Excuse me. Just gonna go out around you. You're all right. It looks so nice. Hey. It's a little bit of a maze in here. Yeah. Hi. Alright, and this is from the other side. There's my sissy. Say hi. Alright, here is my after. Hats and stuff are the same. I just moved them. Did sell a couple towels. Sold some chickens and some spiders and a duck. A jellyfish. I made 10 bees today. And nothing here. So, let's see how tomorrow does. Here we are at the end of the day. The noodles were delicious. So good. Have some rearranging of vendors a little bit. All right, be back tomorrow.
Way over there. I was watching a parade yesterday.
Woo! Clearly we have some excitement in these couple clips. Our craft show was rudely interrupted by somebody catching a pizza box on fire
Oh,
in
yeah.
the kitchen.
This is my TikTok for the day.
So, this is pretty much the end of the craft show. Everybody packed up and left after this. But we did have an exciting moment. Okay, I'm back. It's now 11:55 p.m. So now we're talking about the Connect 55 Plus show. This is essentially a 55 and up living community. It's a big apartment building, mostly meant for elders. There are some, 55 to 65 as well, who need some form of assistance, feel better in a quiet building like that, stuff like that. But this was October 26th and 27th from 10 until 4. The vendor fee for this was $30 for the 2 days. And nicely enough, my mom actually was a vendor at this as well, just around the corner from where my booth was. She brought my little sister, who was 10. So I had myself a little pack mule helping me bring stuff in and out. And don't come for me for calling her that. I love her dearly. She was not appreciative of at all. But if I remember right, I did pay her for helping me bring stuff in and out, or I bought her something along the lines. So let's get into what's sold, and then we'll go from there. I will say that this weekend was actually worse than the Knox weekend because of the fact that it was a 2-dayer. So right before this event, I went on a huge kick of all kinds of mallard ducks. I tried out multiple different patterns for mallard ducks or penguins that I could turn into mallards because they're very trendy this year. If you haven't tried to make a mallard duck pattern in crochet, you absolutely should. They're selling like hotcakes right now. It's crazy. As long as you can find a good brown, because we all know how difficult that can be. It's not exactly easy. So one of the duck patterns that I used, I call it a blob duck because it was just a little round blob, fat chubby duck. I sold it for $18. Then I sold 2 tiny chickens for $10 a piece. I sold 2 flower hanging towels for $8 a piece. Those are my friend Karen's. I sold 2 of my spider patterns. It is a paid pattern through my Etsy or Ravelry. You can find the link, in my Instagram usually, or through my Linktree or any of that. I sold them for $15 each. I sold 1 jellyfish for $12. I sold another duck, different pattern, for $15. I sold a gnome hanging towel for $10, and that's Karen's. Then I sold a snoozing duck, is what I'm going to call it, for $35. This was it was very large. It was a floppy, like, goose that you could change the colors, and then it could be a duck or a mallard duck or a flamingo as well. I sold it for $35. I wish that I had actually raised the price. I did not put a price tag on it beforehand. nor did I write down a price of any kind. So when the girl who had bought it, she had already bought another mallard from me, one of the smaller ones, and she had asked about the price on this, and I kind of panicked and answered before thinking about it, and I said 35 and I meant 45, but that's on me, whatever. And then I sold 2 hanging gnome towels, which I sold in as a set. So I sell the set for $18. You get $2 off. So in total, I ended up selling 14 items across this weekend, which I believe is only 1 item more than the one-dayer at Knox. I sold a total of $184 worth of product. $30 of that were card payments. $154 of that were cash. Out of my fees, I had $30 for the vendor fee, $16 for food, and then $1.47 in square fees. So my total fees were $47.47, which brings my total profit down to $136.53 across 2 days. I did collect about $1.80 in taxes. My average sale was about $13.14. And because this was a 2-day event, driving to and from, setup, tear down, all of that, it was about 15 and a half hours of work, which breaks down to about $11.87 an hour, which is bad. So I'm very conflicted. They have another event coming up. I did this event once before, and I picked to do one of the days as opposed to both of the days. And in the one day, I made over $300. So to then come and do this event and do both days and to make nearly half of that, I was really taken back. So I don't know if I'm going to continue doing it. It is organized and hosted by one of my family's longtime friends, but at the same time, it's a very small space. It's maybe more effort than it's worth for a 2-day event. Unless I'm allowed to just set up for 1 day, and then I don't know. But part of the issue too was that the first time I was there weren't any other crocheters. And then the second time that I was there, I was one of 3 or 4 crocheters. So the second day, one of the crocheters did pack up and she left after the first day because she did not do well at all. But one of the other crocheters, she had a lot of very neat things that realistically were valued for a lot higher, and she was selling them for very cheap. So cheap, in fact, that I actually bought from her myself. I bought this teeny tiny little ditty decks, which this pattern has so much sewing. So even though it's so small, because of the yarn that she used, it's worth so much more. So I believe that she was asking $20 for it, and I did pay her $20 for it because I know that it's worth it. And I think it's just so freaking cute being so little. So this is my little dragon friend. It's so adorable and cute. But I did also buy my kids 2 of the little fidget hedgehogs with the beads that went crazy back then. And I want to say that she was selling them for $6 a piece or $8 a piece. They should have been more because they're made with worsted weight yarn, but I was willing to pay for it. I had no issue buying it to support somebody else, get something for my kids. And it was fun. It was cute. And I don't know. So that's the breakdown for both of those events. Those are events 2 and 3 out of, well, no, actually, if I remember right, those are the last events for October. So I will double check that and make sure if there's another event that I need to do a written breakdown of that, which is on me. And I will add that in here as well. But if not, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Come back next time for another market breakdown video. I am trying to catch up. Thankfully, I'm feeling better. The flu kicked my ass for like almost 2 weeks. And I still have a really bad lingering cough. So I'm still not, at the point where I'm wanting to eat on a regular basis. I'm still coughing a ton. I'm still weird sleeping hours. And I don't have so much motivation to crochet right now. I should. The only thing that I've crocheted, actually, is this cute little elephant. I gave him little eyebrows, little blue accents, little details on the trunk. He's just this little floppy elephant. He's just so cute. He has his little tail. But otherwise, check in next time, see what's going to happen. I know that I have a video that'll be coming out with kind of a collection of yarn that I've bought, beads that I ordered that came in, focal beads to make amigurumi stabbers, safety eyes. Like, there's just such a variety of things that I had ordered over this time that came in that I wanted to show you guys and share, where I'm getting certain things and just share my excitement. So if you feel like watching something like that, definitely stick along. If you like the market day videos, absolutely stick around. There are a lot more coming. And, maybe sometime soon we can talk about mourning Joanne Fabrics together, because I think we all know at this point what's coming. We know that 500 out of 800 roughly stores are closing across the country, which means that there will only be 300 stores open. And that is only if there is a bidder that is not a liquidator on the list. So we'll find out soon enough. Hopefully Joann's will not be gone forever, but we're all a little sad about that. Make sure that you are going and checking out your local store's liquidation sales, because they're not going to last long. They're not taking coupons anymore. They're not giving the smile rewards anymore. They don't, nothing's really clearanced or marked down. It's just a steady % off in the store right now. And a lot of people are finding it difficult to order online. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know your thoughts. And, let's get through this together, I suppose. I personally will, I guess, enjoy Michael's a bit more. I may go back. I've really dove into using more Bernat since the formula had changed, but if I can't buy it for the same price as I could on a regular basis at Joann's, I don't know if it's worth continuing to buy when I prefer Sweet Snuggles Light. But at the same time, we're still waiting on Sweet Snuggles Light to be restocked too. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Share your thoughts. Share your opinions. What are you working on right now? What are you looking forward to? When's your next show? Give me all the details. Give me all the tea. I'm super interested. I'm happy to be back. Especially if I can quit coughing. But if you haven't already, make sure to like this video, hit that notification bell, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, please. Thank you. Love you. Amazing. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye. All right, guys. This has concluded our month of October. Okay. So this video itself had 3 events in it. My last video had Apple Fest in it, which needed to be a video all by itself because of just how huge it was. But now that we've talked about all 4 shows in the month of October, one of my cats is batting something around. Let's talk about the breakdown for the month, realistically. So, in October, I come to a profit of $18.96 in pattern sales on Ravelry. Then I come down to $21.99 in profit in pattern sales on Etsy. In stores, I only had a profit of $15.20 in October which is fine. And that was more to do with me than it was to do with the stores. I had done a big restock when I was down there for the Witches and Brews event, but it just was not a busy month down there. And the restock that I had done, I didn't get paid for anything sold until the following month anyways. So, and then the other store that I'm in, I needed to restock there as well, and I didn't have the time. I didn't have the time to put into restocking inventory there. So, I wasn't selling anything because I didn't have anything there. Then, when it comes to markets, between all 4 markets, my overall profit ended up being $2,159 for the month of October. So that was Apple Fest, that was Cash, that was Witches and Brews, that was Connect 55 Plus. And although 90% of that amount came from Apple Fest alone, it doesn't matter. I mean, it was a very busy month. It was a successful month. It was over $2,100 worth of sales at markets alone. So if you add all of those up, because I did not have any sales at all for stitch markers that month, but I had a total business profit that month of $2,215.15, which was absolutely up from the year prior. I did not make nearly that much in the year before, but that's the end of October, you know. I'm so amused by this cat right now because she's the oldest out of all of them, so she's not very playful. But she's just batting something around the floor. Anyways, though, so that's the end of October. It was a very, very successful month. And it was my most successful month of the year, actually. So, November, the following month, is also very successful. And December was not quite as successful as it was in years prior. So, keep watch, keep entertained, stick around. I know I gave all of the spiel in the last clip about, you know, subscribing, liking, all that. But, you know, remember all that stuff, do all that stuff, of course. And come back for my November market breakdown videos. They're good ones. All right, bye guys.